What if I told you that the war in Ukraine has just entered a new and dangerous phase? Not on the battlefield of soldiers and tanks, but in the shadows of energy, economy, and survival. In the last 24 hours, Ukrainian drones have launched a bold attack deep inside Russian territory, striking vital oil facilities. This is more than just an explosion. It is a signal, a message, and perhaps the opening of a new chapter in the conflict. Stay with me, because what we are about to uncover could change not just the war, but the entire global balance of power. According to confirmed reports, Ukrainian drones targeted oil refineries and fuel depots inside Russia. The attacks caused large-scale fires and disrupted critical supplies. Now, why is this so important? Because oil and gas are Russia's lifeline. They don't just power the country's economy, they finance the war machine itself. By hitting these facilities, Ukraine is not only striking at Russia's infrastructure, but directly challenging its ability to fund and sustain military operations. But let's step back for a moment. This is not the first time Ukraine has used drones to penetrate deep into Russian territory. We've seen similar attacks in Belgorod, Kursk, and even near Moscow. What makes this latest strike different is its scale and symbolism. We are no longer talking about isolated explosions. We are looking at a deliberate strategy. Weaken Russia where it hurts the most, the energy sector, and the timing could not be more telling. As Europe prepares for another winter, energy prices are once again at the center of geopolitical tension. Every refinery that burns, every depot that goes offline, sends shockwaves through global markets. It is not just a Russian problem. It is a problem that could affect gas bills in Paris, electricity costs in Berlin, and fuel prices in Johannesburg. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Analysts are divided. Some say this is a genius move by Kyiv, a psychological blow that proves Russia is vulnerable. Others warn that this could push Moscow to escalate even further, perhaps targeting Ukraine's energy grid or even European supply lines. In other words, we may be entering a tit-for-tat cycle that takes the war beyond traditional battlefields. Let's also look at the symbolic side. For Ukrainians, these attacks are a statement. We are not just defending ourselves, we can also take the fight to you. For Russians, however, it raises difficult questions. How secure is the homeland? If drones can fly hundreds of kilometers and strike oil refineries, what else can they reach? This fear is exactly what Ukraine may be counting on. International reactions are pouring in. Western officials, while not openly endorsing the strikes, have quietly acknowledged Ukraine's right to target military and economic infrastructure that supports the war. Meanwhile, Russian media is downplaying the damage, but footage circulating online tells another story. Massive flames lighting up the night sky. The war of narratives is just as important as the war of weapons. Each side is fighting not only for territory, but also for perception. Who looks strong? Who looks weak? Who controls the story? And in this moment, Ukraine is showing the world that it can challenge Russia far beyond the trenches of the Donbass. So here's the big question. Are we witnessing the beginning of an energy war? A phase of the conflict where oil, gas, and infrastructure become the main targets? And if so, what does this mean for the rest of the world, especially for countries already struggling with inflation and high energy costs? This story is far from over. And here at Prime News, we will keep decrypting the headlines, separating facts from propaganda, and bringing you the truth behind the noise. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand what's really happening, don't forget to subscribe to Prime News and hit the notification bell. Now I leave you with this question. Do you think Ukraine's drone strikes were a smart strategy to weaken Russia? Or do they risk provoking an even more dangerous escalation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one.